Hello, people, believe YouTube. Ugh. I got my own intro wrong. How horrible. Hello, people of YouTube. Welcome to another video. The right side of my face is really dark today, which is appropriate because guess what we're talking about today? As of today, it is currently Batman Day, and you know what that means. Bat Digger's back, and this time I actually bought the cowl. So today we're going to be running through some Batman facts, along with Diego's, oh my goodness, I just had a cookie and it's the chocolate chips inside are very rich, but they're very delicious. Anyway, we're going to be running through some Batman facts, along with Diego's top 5 favorite Batman comics. Fact number 1. This is a mask. You know, it covers up your face. There's a strap that goes behind it. And I dropped it. When you read, say, a Batman comic, this on Batman's head is a cowl, not a mask. This is a mask. This is a cowl. It's a little bit confusing. Man, this back cover art is really cool. I'll get to that later, but this is a mask, that is a cowl. And I'm going to explain why. A cowl is like a hood mask, where I feel like a good way to explain it is, if you've ever seen Star Wars, there's this character called Emperor Palpatine, and it looks like this. And it's like where you use a hood to conceal your face, and that's a cowl. And so Batman's cowl is very unique because it's a hood. If you ever had a hoodie, you do this to put your hood on, and that's exactly what Batman does. He puts the little bat hood on, except it doesn't stop here. It like stops down here and covers his face, which is really cool. And I need one, like right now. And I'm wearing a tank top, or a wife beater, I guess, and we need to change that because it's Batman Day. Boom! Batman onesie. And comes with a little hood. This is not a cowl. Now it's a cowl, but no, it's not a cowl. Hopefully that's not confusing. But we've got the hoodie, or we got the onesie, and for good measure, here we go. Oh, and one more thing. There we go. Alright, so seeing that I'm all Batman decked out, wait a minute. I'm missing one more thing. I'll be right back. Boom. Batman socks. Let's get a good shot on these. Are these socks Batman or what? Batman socks. Alright, now time to get back to the video. Alright, so, I'm not going to talk like that for the entire video. Sorry, Bat Diego has not returned. I'll put a link to that video down in the description. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my favorite Batman comics. Number 5, Batman Hush. Alright, this comic is great, but it's not perfect. The art is beautiful. If you're a fan of like really good comic book art, I highly recommend you check this one out. It's really cool and I like it, and my hat keeps messing up. There we go. Anyway, so if you're a fan of really good detailed looking comic book art, I recommend Batman Hush. Like, you can like look at it just for the art. It's so cool. Anyway, as for the plot, I mean the plot is cool and all, but two things ruined it for me. Number 1, I already knew that Thomas Elliot was Hush, before going into this. So the twist kind of was ruined for me. Number 2, scratch my nose. Number 2, the I for the first time I read it, I realized in that comic Batman accomplishes nothing. the only thing that he accomplishes is beating Superman in a fight again and knowing who Hush is, which doesn't make him any easier to track. So that's fun. All right, next one. That's anyway. Number 4. My number 4 is Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not sure if that one is canon or not, but I love it, and here's why. As a little child, I wasn't a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I have heard of them, and I did enjoy watching the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, which meant lots of this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anyway, when I found that Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were going to make a comic together, I had to read it. So I went to my local library and I picked it up, which is, the local library is actually where I get a bunch of the comics that I read. And it was awesome. Honestly, it was awesome. The plot was really cool. Like, how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got there isn't important. It's really not. It's just your dreams come true. You don't really care about the logistics of everything. You just want to see Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kicking butt side by side. And that's all that really matters, and it's really fun and really enjoyable, and I like it. Anyway, number 3.
Wait, let me do number 3.
Number 3, Detective Comics number 1000.
There we go. After like 80 takes, we did it. Alright, I actually own a copy of it, and it looks like this. And the cover art is really cool. This shot is probably not doing it justice, so here's a picture. Yeah, I picked this up. I bought it. It was like $10. Best $10 I've ever spent. So, Detective Comics is different from Batman comics. Are you mouthing everything I'm saying?
What?
Oh, Batman!
Oh, shit.
Keep in mind that Detective Comics is different from Batman comics. You see, Detective Comics is just a mashup of different little Batman adventures. Like, this is just like a mishmash of different, like, stories involving Batman. Like, there's this one about like Batman meeting up with the Penguin, and they're both really old men. And so, did you just mess with my hat?
What?
Okay.
Look back in the footage. I never even touched your hat.
Okay, anyway, so there's this one where Batman and the Penguin are meeting, and they're both really old men, and the Penguin is all like, "I knew you were Batman," and then Batman's like, "Zzz, I shocked you with my electric chair." Anyway, so this is a really cool comic, and I think my favorite little adventure out of all of them, I won't spoil it, but it involves like every member of the Bat family meeting on this one rooftop, and they're all waiting for Batman to arrive. And so they're waiting for one special mission, and I really like the comic, and it's really sweet. Anyway, Detective Comics number 1000.
Number 2.
Batman: The Court of Owls. All right, so this is a really good one. It's obviously on my top 5 list, but it's one of my favorites. I used to own it, but for some reason I lost it before I moved, so I need to repurchase it at Barnes & Noble. Need to go down there and get my muns and buy it. But anyway, Eric, if you look real close on here, Robin has the iPhone X. Anyway, so
No, he doesn't. He has the Xbox.
Against an entire organization called the Court of Owls. And what the heck are you doing? I'm just gonna redo that entire thing. Number 2, Batman: The Court of Owls. This entire comic is just so cool because it's Batman alone against an entire organization called the Court of Owls, and it's really cool and really epic, and it pushes Batman to his detective and physical limits. It uses both his brains and his brawn, pushes him to his absolute limits, and it's so cool, and I love it. Anyway, time for my number 1 all-time favorite Batman story, and that is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. This is... Oh my goodness, I still have crumbs in my mouth from that cookie. This is my favorite Batman comic of all time, and I could geek out about all of these comics all day, but I just can't. My cap is 15 minutes, and I've already been recording for 20 minutes, so I have to edit this down by 5 minutes. Anyway, oh my gosh, there's a giant hair in my cowl. It's not a cowl, it's a mask. Anyway, so, what was I talking about? Dark Knight Returns, right. It's called The Dark Knight Returns, and it was written by this really cool dude named Frank Miller. He is really famous for writing dark and gritty stories, so he was perfect to write this. And so, Dark Knight Returns is about Batman, and he's like an old man, and it's been 8 years, and he's retired from being Batman, and he's just living his life out, retirement in his 50s. He's either in his 50s or 60s. And so, he's just living it out, and Commissioner Gordon is about to retire. And so as Commissioner Gordon retires, there's a new crime wave and a heat wave. It's a crime wave and a heat wave. And so the two waves hitting Gotham just like collide, and it's not good for Bruce Wayne. So he comes back, old man who still got it, and it's kind of like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, except nothing like it. It's like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the sense that, like, it's the old hero coming back, and he's still got it, and he's training his young apprentice, who can do it, just not as good. Oh yeah, there's a new Robin in this, and her name is Carrie Kelly, and I love her. She is amazing. There's a fan film about this, and I will put that in the description as well. Man, I gotta keep a list of things I gotta put in the description. What are we at? 2? Okay. So, that is my list for my top 5 favorite Batman comics. Happy Batman Day. Batman 80-year anniversary. Where's the little sticker? It's this little Batman 80th anniversary. Happy birthday, Batman. This is just so cool, and I just want to say, Batman, it's been such a big part of my life. I remember first seeing The Dark Knight when I was 4 years old. It was Christmas, and my uncle had gotten it for Christmas, and I was so jealous of him. And I saw it, and I was just blown away by this guy who dressed up as a bat. He had no powers. Anyone can be a hero. Anyone can do the right thing. So, I have a challenge for all you watching this at home. Go out and do the right thing. Always do the right thing whenever you are just out there living life. Just do the right thing. Because that's what Jesus would do. Anyway, bye. Oh yeah, my next video is going to be a stand-up comedy special, and it's probably going to be split into multiple parts, so look out for that.
And the set is in my room.
We're going to have a new set the next time. Is my hair all messed up? I have bat hat hood hair. Bat hat hood hair. Send me videos of you saying that 5 times fast. Bat hat hood hair. Bat hat. I keep saying had. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.
Bye!
Cue end card.